So Spitz, their community, one of their community managers says, I want people to make their displeasure known in a place where it might actually make a difference. Steam reviews and refund requests will do that. Angry posting in Discord won't. I'm not happy about this decision either. And the decision that they're talking about is, why don't we watch a review from OnePeg, which I'll drop in chat so you guys can all check it out.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Second upload of the day. I know. Just wanted to say thank you to everybody that came by the birthday stream today. For everybody that said
hey, happy birthday, dude.
Comments, you guys are amazing. I absolutely feel the love. I love y'all, and I really appreciate it. On to the story for this evening, I guess. The game Helldivers 2 met with fanfare, really. Created by independent developer studio Arrowhead Games, but published by Sony, which meant that it had AAA publishing money behind it, was touted as one of the better video games to come out of the beginning of this year.
And with that, you know, they kind of showed the AAA communities, the AAA developers or studios and stuff like that, you know, how to really do it, you know, because what we got what was that? It's not Sword and Shield, is it? But we got that pirate game from Ubisoft, and they're claiming, oh, it's AAA gaming, and it's a live service game. And Helldivers showed how really to do a live service game, like one option that's no one's really doing. And I think that's really cool for Helldivers. So, you know, to have Escape from Tarkov kind of, you know, shit the bed with charging $250 for stuff that they should have given to previous people who spent $140. Then a week later, Helldivers, like he's saying, a really popular game that came out of nowhere, also kind of shit the bed. It sucks. It kind of sucks for, you know, indie developers have really outdid themselves, and it sucks that it didn't go anywhere. Well, let's keep watching.
Everybody absolutely loved it once they got their hands on it, and it blew up in record time. Unfortunately, there was a big blow up today, I guess, on the interwebs regarding a message that they posted to Twitter. Due to technical issues at launch, we allowed the linking requirements for Steam accounts to a PlayStation Network account to be temporarily optional. That grace period will now expire. Account linking plays a critical role in protecting our players and upholding the values of safety and security provided on PlayStation and PlayStation Studios games. This is our main way to protect players from griefing and abuse by enabling the banning of players that engage in that type of behavior. It also allows those players that have been banned the right to appeal. As such, as of May 6th, all new Helldiver 2 players on Steam will be required to connect their Steam account to a PlayStation Network account. Current players on Steam will start to see the mandatory login from May 30th and will be required to have a linked Steam and PlayStation Network account by June 4th. PlayStation Network accounts are free and easy to set up using this link. We understand, while this may be an inconvenience to some of you, this step will help us to continue to build a community that you are all proud to be a part of. Many thanks for your continued support of Helldivers 2, Sony Interactive Entertainment. The problem with this is that it didn't happen for months.
So yeah, I didn't really see such a big deal in connecting your account to Steam. You know, I thought it was mandatory already. But apparently Sony isn't known for data security, and they have many leaks of personal information and stuff like that, you know, have happened in the past years. Also, this is Sony's excuse, major excuse for not doing crossplay with a lot of games. And they've also, you know, they've been apprehensive about that until Fortnite basically, you know, paved the way for crossplay and made it super popular, and they had to do it. They had to do it. So, and he might address what the data breaches and stuff like that here in a sec. That's pretty huge. I mean, if it goes through and then they can't play because it's not linked, I mean, how does that work? Steam's gonna have to freaking refund a bunch of games, even though people have a bunch of, you know, because I think you can play for 2 hours on Steam before you're able to do a refund. So that's huge. That's pretty massive.
In September of 2023, just last year, there were 2 separate people that reported that they had hacked into.
Last year. Wow, that's pretty recent.
Sony. The hacker group Ransomed VC said that they had stolen 260 gigabytes of data and posted 6,000 files online as a sample of what they had taken.
So, as a Destiny player, this actually might be significant and scary. You know what I mean? Because they own Bungie now. So they might try to pull the same stuff for Destiny, and that would not be good. That would not be good.
This bit here comes from Pilestead, the CEO of Arrowhead. Hey, everyone.
And I wonder why people don't play PlayStation. Exactly, yeah.
Regard to account linking and questions there too, please reference this PlayStation article. If you have any further questions, you can reach out using the contact PlayStation support at the bottom of the page. However, when you click this and actually go to the support article, it talks about how to sign into PlayStation Network, etc., etc.
Man.
And then it talks about supported PlayStation games on PC. Helldivers 2 is not listed as one of them, which means that it's not one of those that is required per this FAQ be signed into PlayStation Network. Now, of course, that looks like something that's going to be updated in its FAQ at some point in the near future.
Right.
But even still, this looks like one of those things that Sony themselves wasn't even prepared to have to address, and yet are still trying to force feed to the players. And while I get that Sony is relying on this idea of like, well, rules are rules, you can't help but wonder what the people that bought this game in countries that have it wholly unsupported must be thinking, having to read that they couldn't just keep bypassing that reminder that popped up once in a great while, telling them that, by the way, you should probably have a PlayStation Network account. It's kind of weird. Anyway, guys, that's what I have for this one. Thanks so much for coming and checking it out. If you would be so kind as to sub the channel here if you enjoy the content, I would greatly appreciate it. In the meantime, you can come and check me out over at twitch.tv/onepeg, where I'm live around 7 a.m. just about every single day. Thanks so much for all the love. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Thank you for lending me your eyeballs and your ear holes.
Happy birthday, dude.
I will see you in the next one. Peace.
I dropped his link down in the chat below. All right, so take a look at this, guys. Let's see here. So 82,000 people are playing about a minute ago. 24-hour peak is 117. Halo. And then all-time peak is 458. So in the 7 days, it's kind of up and down, up and down. It's having a downward trend, but not significant. Dixie says, if Destiny goes this route, then I'm also done with Destiny. Ooh, that is huge. That's a huge hit. I don't know if that one would hurt. That'd be a hard pill to swallow, to not play my most played game on ever right now in the last several years. Numbers. Didn't Overwatch have an issue like this not too long ago? Something about a phone number. I think it was a phone number. Overwatch 2, it was a phone. You had to use a phone number. And the problem is some countries, you couldn't use a digital phone number. Like, you know, Google phone number or something like that. You had to use like a T-Mobile or, Verizon or a landline, something like that. Also, notice that downtrend on the 30th is when the update that nerfed everything happened. You know how much I love Destiny as well. Yeah, I think the major problem is the data leaks and the fact that it didn't start this way. Helldivers started, not having this requirement, whereas Overwatch did. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so recent reviews, mostly negative, 99,000. I'll just bring it over. There we go. Zoom it up for you guys. Says mostly negative, 99,986, mostly positive. So we'll see if that's changing. Can you see if there's... Oh, here we go. Let's see some of these. Has 88 hours. How many hours do you have, Dixie? Yeah, I'm not linking my account to PSN. April. Oh, he's listing all of the hacks. These two are like recent too. These two are recent. Someone with over 300 hours. The Ottomans have taken over Sony headquarters. As a result, they have recently made a decision to actively reduce our numbers by requiring linking, sending military secrets with their PlayStation Network Intel Collection Network. In order for our safety and security, undemocratic, and making it mandatory, unliberty-like, by May 6, 2024, Super Earth time. The Ministry of Truth has requested that this undocumented behavior cease immediately and has declared it a threat to manage democracy. All Helldivers must put an end to this tyranny in-game. Sonoy. Dude, that sums up just, that's perfect. You have almost 200 hours? Damn. Show graph. Oh, there we go. Look at this. May 3rd, May 4th, hey, by the way, May the 4th be with you. Is that it? Yeah. Oh, no, it's not. It's not midnight yet. My bad, guys. For those that it is midnight, May the 4th be with you. So here's my birthday. It had a rise on my birthday. And it's so crazy. Then bam, bam. That's so crazy. Kind of glad I never started this game. It's the game came out right as I was moving. It came out as I was moving. Then my dad showed up. So you guys know I wasn't gaming much then. So I don't have a lot of invested time in this, unfortunately. But yeah. Let's see here. I have 5 hours of gameplay. So my review is not that much valid. I'm just kind of, one community kind of mentality. But yeah, dude. So yeah, you're right. The downward, like it, up to the 28th, basically, it stayed the hill, the peaks pretty much followed a rhythm that repeated stuff. Then all of a sudden on the 29th, April 30th, like you're saying, it started its dip where the dips got lower and the peaks did not go higher than 28th. And then it just kind of zoo. Anthem is a good game too. It was a good premise. It had one particular feature, which was the flying, that was amazing. And then the potential that it all had. Those two carried that game, and without content and development, it fell on its face, unfortunately. It can be. They just have to sell they have to remake it, sell it to someone who can do a live service game. You're right. You're absolutely right. Man, Helldivers, Escape from Tarkov, they kind of, did, they brought the community together to go against, to not support their latest changes. And then Bungie is just like, all right, flip all the switches, open the floodgates. We need to pour content in this game. And they're just vibing off goodwill right now. Like it's so fun. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've jumped into Destiny and been like, I don't have the time to do everything I want to do. It's either I'm jumping in for trials to get loot. It's either, all right, Grandmasters to get loot, which I barely do. It's raids to get loot and hang out with my friends. And then now they have, some, 2 game modes, Onslaught and Pantheon, to get loot, and they're really fun, and I get to hang out with my friends. But then there's a third mode where I don't even care about loot. I just want to play it because it's cool, and it's their hardware, which is it hardware or hardwire? Game mode for PvP where they don't have abilities. I just want to play it just to play. I've never done that in the last recent months for Destiny 2. So it's been great. It's been great. Oh, you're right, Nightmare. The combat system was really cool for Anthem. I'll agree with that. Once I started learning about it, yeah, that was cool. That was cool. You're right. But yeah, Helldivers. Oh, hopefully we can turn it around, guys. For liberty.